Hi, I am Annie and I am from New York. Please like and subscribe to Star So Unfair You Always Cheat. Do on Crybaby Honey. Do you always have to behave like a barbarian? Michael could have injured himself badly. It was an accident. I am fine. We were just playing. Oh, I know how. Wild Annie becomes, she just does unknow when to stop sometimes. I wished I didn't have a mum because she was always saying horrible stuff to me. I did the total opposite of what my mum desired. For instance, I played soccer and I was the best at it. My best friend was a boy. Michael and I were like peanut butter and jelly, and sometimes we even dressed like each other, which drove my mum up the wall. Honey, what on earth are you wearing? Hello to you too, Mum. What's S in the back? Oh, I'm glad you asked. Look, they filmed this cute dress for you. You have such a great figure. I am sure you will look so cute. Ooh, Mom, you know, I hate pink. Oh, what did I do to have a daughter who likes being a tomboy? Your mum is so dramatic, more like annoying if it was unt for you in my life. I would probably be the most miserable person in the world. You mean a lot to me too. Annie, well, our happy friendhood was short-lived because all of a sudden and out of the blue, I saw moving trucks at Michael's house. We were moving back to Italy. Why do you guys have to move to another country? My parents are separating now, so Mom has to move back to Italy. How am I going to live without you? Hey, we can still see each other over the internet. That's not the same. Well, long story short, Michael and I contacted each other a couple of times, and then I stopped once I went to high school. Even though I was one of the smart kids at school, the friends I had were a group of bad girls who got up to mischief all the time. They took up most of my time, and usually I ended up in trouble. Annie, come on, it's your turn to splash paint all over the principal's car. I would undo that if I were you the next day. Mum was called to school and she was so disappointed in me. I am so sorry about Annie's behavior. I promise it won't ever happen again. Annie is actually one of our top achievers, and the only problem we have with her is how to behavior. I have a suggestion that might help. I would do anything to help. Annie, be more disciplined. Take this it's information for the exchange student program. Since she is a smart girl, I think she would qualify. Mum seemed eager for me to try the exchange program out, as if she was. Annie, I think your principal is right. This is exactly what you need. Oh, you have been waiting to get rid of me for years. I'm not going anywhere. Fine, suit yourself. Oh, and by the way, the trip was in Italy. Michael was in Italy, and it got me thinking. I sent Michael a message letting him know about the exchange program. I thought he would ignore me since I didn't talk to him for a while, but he was happy to hear from me. So I packed my bags and took the offer to explore Italy. When I was finally there, I looked around the airport searching for Michael, and then a hand touched my shoulder, and stood before me was a gorgeous guy. I couldn't believe how much he had changed. Wow, you turned out to be quite the hunk, and you look super gorgeous as always. Welcome to Italy, my friend. I felt so happy to see him, and when he took me to his house, his mum was even more excited to see me. I missed her cooking. She cooked the best pasta ever. So glad to have you here. Come on, I made your favorite Michael looked at me differently, like he liked me. And I wasn't sure as yet if I felt the same, even though he looked so fine. Do you still play soccer? No, when I got to high school, a lot changed. I can see, but you shouldn't give up on what you love. Michael had a point, and I was going to use my time in Italy getting back into my love for sport. The next day, I was going to start my first day as an exchange student, and when I entered with Michael next to me, girls looked at me sternly. Looks like you have a lot of admirers in the school, Mr. Charmer Boy. Yeah, but none of them are my type. Oh yeah, what is your type? You. My face turned red when he said that, and because I wasn't looking, I accidentally bumped into another guy who looked like he stepped out of a popular rock band. Watch where you're walking, girl. I'm so before I could apologize. He cut me off and looked viciously at Michael. And you don't think I forgot about what you did. I'm still going to get you back for that. Hey, are you okay? What was he talking about? That's Brent, the jerk. He's my stepbrother. What? How come you never mentioned him before? Because I only found out when we moved to Italy. My dad chose to go back to Brent's mom, and my mum followed him here, trying her best to convince him not to leave us. But Brent's mum was rich, so he chose her. Wow, I'm so sorry you had to go through all that. Brent is a spoiled brat. He tried to steal test papers from the principal's office, and I saw him, so I told the principal. That's why he's mad. You did the right thing. Don't feel bad about it. Later after school, I had to wait for Michael to finish his football practice, and then I saw Brent sneaking into the change room, so I followed him. I found him fiddling with one of the lockers, and then I bravely stood behind him. What do you think you're doing? None of your business. What are you doing in the boys' change rooms? I asked you first, what are you doing? I don't have to tell you anything. Just because you're rich and spoiled, don't think you can always have your way. Brent suddenly came close to my face, and I felt almost taken by his hazel brown eyes and his strong jawline. Then I remembered what Michaela told me. I'm not scared of you. Don't believe everything my stepbrother tells you. Later that afternoon, while Michael and I were doing our homework together like old times, I felt a little awkward because every time he completed an answer, he glared at me. I miss this, us doing homework together. Me too, but if you keep on staring at me, you'll have no homework to submit in class tomorrow. I can't help myself. Annie, there's something I need to tell you. While you were at football practice, I followed Brent into the boys' change room. Did something happen between you two? No, of course not. I saw him fiddling at one of the lockers, and then I told him off. Good. He's always up to no good. It's best you stay far away from him. Yeah, Michael surprised me with a kiss, and I was speechless. I really like you, Annie. Well, I don't know what to say. What? You don't feel the same. Do you like someone else? No, I don't think I'm good enough. Michael, we're friends. Date me, please. I think we're meant for each other. I felt so under pressure. I didn't want him to feel bad, so I said yes. Okay. I guess dating Michael had to take some getting used to. Every time he kissed me, I felt so weird. And then the next shocking thing happened at the school parking lot. Oh, are you all right? Oh my gosh, babe, are you okay? Yeah. That guy would have knocked me if it wasn't for I didn't get a chance to say thank you to Brent. And apparently the scooter guy's brakes were not working. And as for Michael, he didn't even want to acknowledge how Brent saved me. Brent kind of rescued me. Did you see that? Oh, I would have rescued you too, but it happened so fast. During lunch break, Michael was at football practice. Again, so I was on my own. I tried to find a quiet spot to sit, and then I saw Brent sitting under a tree. This was my chance to thank him. Hey, I just wanted to say thank you for coming to my rescue this morning. No worries. So how was dating my stepbrother going for you? It's good. What did he tell you about me? I think you already know you like drawing. Yeah, it keeps my mind off negative people like my brother. Well, I've known Michael from childhood and there's nothing negative about him, huh? That S. What do you think he is? Very good at manipulating people before. I could say another word. Michael startled me from behind. Didn't I tell you to stay away from this guy, Michael? I thought. You were at football practice, yes. I was, and then I got a message from a friend that you were talking to this jerk when I told you to stay away from him. Michael started raising his voice at me and Brent got up to defend me. Hey you, couldn't just shout at her and you the jerk not. Me, Brendan, Michael started at each other fiercely, and then Michael pushed Brent against the tree. Michael, what is wrong with you? Come on, let us go know you. Reacting ridiculous. The first came here to thank Brent for rescuing me this morning. Why are you acting like such a jerk? You calling me a jerk after all that my mum and I have done. For you, we invited you to our house. I was your best friend when your crazy mum kept nagging you for being different. You so selfish. I felt my anger build up and then I slapped Michael, and as I blindly stormed off, I bumped into a pole and collapsed. I don't know how long I was unconscious, but when I opened my eyes, I was happy to see my mum. Hey, sweetie. Mum, what are you doing here? You blacked out for 2 days, hun. Of course I would be here. You came all the way to Italy for me. Yes, you. Oh my everything, Annie. Well, you were away. I became lonely. Do you want to come back home? Not just yet, Mum. I signed up for a top-class girls' soccer club. I'm waiting to see if I got in soccer so that what you want to do for the rest of your life. It's what I love, Mum. I never stopped you from being a beauty queen. You rewrite, I am sorry for being a horrible mum. You not a horrible mum. I am sorry for not being the daughter you always wanted. Hey, you perfect just the way you are. It felt good to hear Mum say those words, and while we were bonding, Michael entered with a lot of balloons and flowers. ILL, leave you too, now take care. The doctor told me she might never wake up. Standing there, looking at her lying in that hospital bed, everything felt so unreal. Just yesterday, she was laughing. And now, the silence was deafening. Then, the door creaked open, and Brent walked in. Seeing him, my blood boiled. I grabbed him by the collar, shoving him against the wall. This is all your fault. If you hadn't been driving so fast, My voice cracked, raw with anger and grief. He didn't fight back, just stared at the floor, whispering, "I'm sorry, Michael. I'm so sorry." But sorry wasn't enough. It wouldn't fix this. Later that night, my mum found me slumped in the waiting room. She sat down, her hand finding mine. "Michael," she started, her voice soft. "There's something you need to know about Brent." I didn't want to hear it, but she continued. "Years ago, before you were born, your father, he made a terrible mistake. A drunk driving accident. The other driver's son. That was Brent's father. He didn't survive." The words hit me like a punch to the gut. All this time, the tension, the unspoken rivalry, it all clicked into place. My dad had tried to make amends, helping Brent's family financially, treating Brent like a second son. But guilt is a heavy burden. I found Brent by her bedside, his head bowed. The anger was gone, replaced by a deep, aching sadness. I put a hand on his shoulder. He looked up, his eyes filled with tears. "I never wanted this," he choked out. "I know," I said, my own voice thick with emotion. We stood there together, two broken people bound by a tragic past and a desperate hope for the future. The road ahead is long, but for the first time, it felt like we wouldn't have to walk it alone. Thanks for watching. If you were moved by this story, please like and subscribe for more. Not alone, and no one hates you. You need to accept the truth and then move on. Thank you. I am sorry I pushed you to date me. When I saw you, I felt like my old self again, and I just understand. And I am still here. The next day at school, when I saw Brent, I sat down next to him and things seemed cool between us. I am so glad to see her out of hospital. How do you feel? I am great. Listen, I am sorry I judged you before. It's okay. And the day in the change room, I was opening my locker, believe it or not. I am also on the football team, but I never play. I am their standby guy. Thank you for clearing that up. When Michael appeared at the table, Brent got up to leave because he didn't want any trouble. "I'll just go now. See you around, Annie." "Wait, you don't have to leave." "But I am sorry. I was wrong to be angry at you." "Okay, thanks. I guess I am sorry too." "Oh, this is so overwhelming. I guess we can all be friends now, or more than friends." "Hey, don't push your luck. Now I finally received a phone call I've been waiting for. I was accepted in the biggest taco club as an intern. My dreams were coming true, and I was sure glad to celebrate the great news with my two best friends.